Outside the dungeon at the hospital, we see a Holter monitor reading stable heart rate. And drip, which containing a healing potion on our protagonist Lee Jun, laid on the bed still unconscious, and hid wound seemed healed. Opening his eyes, noticing and looking around, Lee Jun realized he's at the hospital, and it wasn't a dream. Recalling to the time when the time Athena had attacked him and Seo Jung and almost had taken the Demon King's autobiography from him. Then his mentor had stabbed him with a huge blade, which was fully radiating with its powers. He was regressing back in time when he saw a system notification saying that the fall of heaven had chosen to support him, which he found himself inside a gate in which he almost died thanks to the boss of the gate, Goblin Chieftain, that he had ran into thanks to the dominion of fire, and he had bet to himself, if he lost, he is gay, Gladdy the Green. Nurse, seeing Lee Jun trying to move, told him not to move cause his injuries might not have healed yet. Asking Lee Jun if he feels any dizziness, and that hunters whom had been dispatched to the dungeon were from the League Guild. The League Guild? Asked Lee Jun, trying to contemplate the yet familiar word. Nurse replied that he had suffered serious injuries and was lucky to be alive, and that someone from the association will be coming to see him. The nurse, walking away thinking to tell everyone on how handsome Lee Jun is. Brother got that dog in him. Excuse me, please, said Lee Jun. Interrupting the nurse, thinking which, he replied, Yes. What year is it right now? Asked Lee Jun, looking around to the unfamiliar surroundings. Nurse with a concerned look told Lee Jun that it seemed he has lost his memories, and they are in disarray, answering him that the year is 2022. Lee Jun was shocked by the answer, which was shocked he had gone back 100 years, recalling that this was when the gate had appeared in 2020, and in 2022 is even special, hunters began a make's name of themselves. This revelation stunned Lee Jun because this was the age of heroes and he knew he has a chance to change the world, not to end up as it was 100 years later. Thinking on his past, Lee Jun was filled with anger, raising his heart rate from 63 to 83. At an instant Lee Jun remembered before going in time, one had to echoed by Eden, but this era, one had to be chosen by sponsors, and the fall of heaven had sponsored him. This is my chance, said Lee Jun as he hot up. The nurse tried to stop him by removing the heart sensors which turned of the Holter monitor. The sight stunned the nurse in which she told Lee Jun it's dangerous for him to get up like that. Lee Jun just told her that it is okay and he ain't feeling dizzy as before either. And goddammit, brother got Goggins build. The nurse was surprised by Lee Jun's words. Almost forgot, can you please show me where the washroom is, asked. Lee Jun, the towering figure of Lee Jun, had scared the nurse, not expecting our boy to be handsome, tall, and ripped. In which he showed Lee Jun the bathroom's door, which was its adjacent next to the entrance door. Lee Jun, after he entered the bathroom and looking at himself at the mirror, Lee Jun was shocked on what he saw of his reflection. He recalled his body was too feeble, and he was ugly and weak and lived all his life bitchless, while living in the woods like a monkey. Damn! He didn't recall to having muscle, and estimating his height had increased by 119 meters by now. He realized his face is the same, but looked like brother was mewing, cause damn got that Giga Chad build. Bro glowed up after regression. He's doing the opposite. He de-glowed, if I may say correctly. Leaving the bathroom after looking at himself, and his body, flesh he felt relieved, which he sensed someone on his room without him as he recalled the nurse had left, in which he saw was a man dressed in black suit in which he remembered he must be person from the Hero Association, who the nurse told him to wait for and whom was sent to see him. The guy in suit introduced himself as Kim Soo, young from the association. He told our MC that he was rescued by the League Guild after his incident in the gate, and that he had suffered from memory loss, asked Kim Soo-young. Kim Soo-young asked Lee Jun to give him any details of what he recalled and how he had entered the gate or anything else he might be able to remember. Lee Jun knew that the association had tried to look for his information and found nothing. Since he's not from this timeliness but from the future, of course his identity and information will be available in the past. Lee Jun responded that he indeed lost his memory. Lee Jun realized that the nurse had speak to him before he had arrived, which gave him relief and will prevent unnecessary question, which he chose to roll with the idea that he had lost his memory. Not his name and even family? How the fuck was this Nightborn if he docent have ancestors at this time? The fuck, bro, is a spontaneous sperms, no origin, just spawnation, bro. Steve, but he has a family. This motherfucker is not even disowned. How the fuck your family name doesn't exist? Lee Jun answered him, I'm Lee Jun-gyong, 23 years old, in which he had mixed his name with the legendary hero, the Demon King. He didn't knew the reason, but it felt like G indeed made the right decision. Lee Jun just told Kim Soo-young that Guido sent recall anything else which frustrated Kim Soo-young, which he told Lee Jun that this was quite a problem. Did you feel anything while inside the gate? Asked Kim Soo-young, trying to get more information from him. Lee Jun, in low tone, told him that he had a voice which caught Kim Soo-young interest, in which he continued telling him that the voice said that it will sponsor him. Kim Soo-young clenching his fist by the information he had received. He told Lee Jun that indeed GE had become a hunter, which led him to ask if Lee Jun remembers anything about hunters. Lee Jun replies saying, indeed he remembers that they are special people who are sponsored to ensure safety to the rest of the people. Kim Soo-young stood up abruptly. Ki Soo-young thanked Lee Jun for talking to him and thanked him and told him he'll come later and the association will contact him. Bowing, he added that he had became Siniwon important and he's really needed by the world, said Kim Soo-young as he took his leave, in which Lee Jun watched his departing figure, telling himself what a cool guy he is. He called out his stat window, which materialized. Looking at it, he saw only thing that made the Demon King unique, and now he has it, he was a player and not a hunter, meaning he could grow endlessly. Sun Jin Woo, is that you? This was the reason the Demon King was able to keep the 12 heroes of Eden in check. This was the reason the Demon King grew in a monstrous rate, leveling up a year of leveling in just 1 week, which made the 13 heroes ant to get rid of him. Question if he regressed, meaning the Demon King will be there, giving him high chance to change the future. That's my opinion, but we'll wait and see. The Demon King was special and not a hunter. He was too a player unlike Hunter who required sponsors' support to increase their strength. This broken mother hummers could grow on their own either by hunting or exercising. This terrifying person was feared by all heroes whom wanted to enslave humanity and to continue to capitalize on the gates. Demon King was sponsored by the Fall of Heaven, the same entity that now sponsor Lee Jun. Maybe Bro changed the future and stole the original's opportunity. Sad.